not to be boring. Yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies to keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you would pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi. Period.
And scene.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Tally.
I'm Mel.
And we're Jokes on You Pod. Oh,
That's good.
it did it.
And what does it give? Morning announcement.
Morning announcements, yes.
Like super short show.
Yeah.
They weren't really siblings.
It's a late night. We're recording. It's evening.
They complain when we get out of here in 45 minutes and talk about the time.
I understand.
They've been complaining about a lot, but we don't have to cuss them out again.
I understand. I'm not finna cuss nobody out because at the end of the day, this is my motherfucking show.
I'm still in the motherfucking house.
So, I mean, I appreciate y'all. We love y'all. But sometimes, and then I think because I don't think podcasting gets looked at like art or like performance, but like if a singer got on stage and sang all the songs, you know what I'm saying, in 45 minutes and they was done and they did what they came to do that day, what are they supposed to do? Stand up there and hum?
Or also like,
it ain't like we came and talked for 15 minutes. I don't know. Maybe I'm being hungry because
I
do.
Like we bash the episodes and we have a fixed amount of time in the studio, and that's why we be rushing. It's not because we can't give it too many laughs. It's like no, we have a set amount of time, and we can't take off. You know how we talk, so we cannot be disrespectful to people after us.
So the first episode might be longer because we were not cognizant.
Right. And if Ronnie not here, we're just gonna keep on talking.
Like she's not here right now. Who knows what the fuck we finna say? Yeah. Someone who listens to the podcast asked me something yesterday. Yes, I was just at work and I could not I could not confirm what you were asking me. I was not trying to be nasty by being vague. Yes. Just someone asked, was I me from this? And I was like, what? That's crazy. But Zoom chats and stuff like that be recorded. Like, they see everything you say. So I just didn't want to.
Yeah, you want me to confirm I'm the girl who be talking about booty holes and dicks?
Right.
At work? I'm at work.
Well, I don't think they meant no harm. I just wanted to say here because she was very sweet.
Yes.
But yeah, so that is me. And then also, can I just cuss really quickly?
Oh, yeah. She got a good cuss.
I got a good cuss. That cuss, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have been doing this podcast for 6 years at this point. It's about to be going on 7 really soon, which is crazy. Everyone who loves me, whether that's my mama, my daddy, my grandma, my cousins, my nigga, yo nigga, whoever nigga that listens to this motherfucking podcast knows exactly who I am. And this is a publicly broadcast show. It ain't no secret. You don't need no password to listen to this motherfucker. So if you're taking bits and pieces of something that I'm saying out of context and then running it back to someone in my life to try to prove a point or move some shit in my life, I swear to God, every time you mention my name, you're gonna get a boil on your motherfucking ass, bitch. Don't ever watch this podcast thinking you moving and shaking something in my life. That shit is especially the person that I'm talking to. I have quite literally never done anything to you. And it is I will not get into details because obviously I can't say much here, but it was the most ungirls girl thing that I have ever experienced in my entire life, and you're going in a fucking jar. Tonight. I just haven't had a chance to do it.
Bitch, listen to the pod like Randall.
Literally, with your fucking notepads running back, and it's like...
she said she takes dick from the back.
Oh, then she said, yuck, goofy bitch. Yuck. And this has happened to me before. So, like, I'm not...
In the early aughts.
In the early back in the day, but it's just like I think that shit is so lowbrow. I think it's so weak. And then the situation, why you outside with your drinks? Why you outside with your stuff? Why you outside having your fun, yapping about what you perceive to be my business? When we're on this podcast, and this is for anybody who listens to a podcast, because I want you to have some. I hate to be like, you done seen the Wiz with his mask off, or like you done caught a priest smoking a cigarette, but you don't know what timeline any podcaster is talking about when they bring up an incident, when they bring up something they did. I could say I did something yesterday and I did it 4 weeks ago. You never know what somebody doing this kind of work is talking about on their timeline. You don't. Like what Mecca be saying, sometimes I just lie for fun, which I don't be lying. But in the same breath, like, don't know. The shit was just nasty and the shit was just mean. And I've had people, not even just this loser, I've had people go and tell my mama and my daddy stuff that I've said on the podcast. And it's like, you think the people that laid down and made me and raised me don't.
And the reason I talk like I talk.
And the reason why I talk like I talk don't know I am the way that I am. So I just say, like, for everybody who enjoys the podcast and consumes it in a artistic way, and everybody who enjoys the podcast and gives us like a fucking fair shake here, really appreciate you listening in good faith. But the rest of you motherfuckers, you literally could just call me and we could talk. You ain't got to be fucking Big Brother eye in the sky running my shit back to family, niggas, the pastor, whoever the fuck. I swear to God, I don't give a fuck.
Two things. Because as a youngest child, we've talked about this before, I hate being told on. Because it's like, who do you think has dominion over me? I'm hell. I wouldn't be here if I listened to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, even when people telling me to my sisters, people telling me to you, oh, Mel's it. Who the fuck?
Who gives a fuck what you think?
Fuck what talent thinks about my behavior? Who the fuck you gonna whoop me? You know what I'm saying?
I like some of the Gaga songs. You know, what the fuck does she know about camera?
Literally. So it's like, I hate when a bitch try to tell on me. And also, especially, we're talking to about roughly 10,000 people every week. I have told 10,000 people very deep details about my vagina. I don't give a fuck, clearly. Secondly, I don't like people who listen and don't listen in good faith, even in a fan's POV, because I've been seeing shit from fans like, you're not a podcast A&R.
Right.
You don't fucking work at Podcast Inc. Stop trying to manage us in the comments in a nasty way. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And don't listen. Like,
you don't have
to listen. But to the person that I'm talking to, you don't know, because I will just go ahead and be, without telling too much of my business. This involves men are stressful people. You don't know what that could have done to my personal life, what you said. You don't know what situations, and it didn't do anything, I'm fine, but you don't know what situations women are in to where you taking your rat ass back to tell some shit to a nigga, and for what? Not even my nigga. I'm a single person.
And then it'd be half tea.
And it is half tea.
Half tea, long tea, cold tea.
Ice cold Lipton tea that you're carrying back.
Literally.
So I hope it was worth it, because let's say that nigga ever does become my nigga. You know who won't be in his life? You. Because it's not even my nigga, but let's say he ends up being my nigga. Who will be there?
Who won't?
And who won't? So good luck. Good luck. I hope it was worth it.
Who's that? Shamil. I did not watch Real Housewives, but I follow so many people that do that I feel like I'm secondhand.
You really should watch this season. You don't need to know any past.
Pinky's getting dragged, and now it's shifted more to K. Michelle, and then something with the Kelly lady and John Gray.
Let's unpack a couple things. Let's start with Pinky. Pinky, it's a bunch of things happening there, some of which are going to sound mean, some of which are true. You are being sued for wage theft. And if not you, your entity is being sued for wage theft. And the way that you've gone about said wage theft has not been ideal. And people in the streets of Atlanta are not fond of that. They don't like to be stolen from. You had two businesses that people enjoy. Bar Vegan was a time.
Bar Vegan was a good time.
I never had a bad time in Bar Vegan.
Well, I have. One night.
Yes, that was terrible.
Neither one of us.
Okay, we had a bad night in Bar Vegan that night, but that was us.
That wasn't
y'all fault. But I would have never stepped my black ass foot in Bar Vegan if I knew that people wasn't being paid. Right. I never ate at Slutty Vegan because I don't need greasy fake cheese. But I'm sure people would not be going there and spending that money.
Good. I followed the hype when they were in what area was that? Was like East Point somewhere?
Mm-hmm,
in that first location before they moved to Edgewood. I stood in the line, because it's 2019. We were just having
doing shit, yeah.
And it was good. And if I didn't mentally know I was eating a fake burger, it would have been great.
No, I understand that. I'm not a big fan of vegan food, especially if it's like vegan style fast food, because I could just eat the Whopper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm straight.
I'm still getting cholesterol.
She is not handling that well, and it's translating on the show. And it's an easy thing for the other girls to make fun of.
It's an easy read.
Even like with Angela being like, I could throw a rock and hit 10 people you owe. Like, that should have been.
That's such an easy read, because you can't be big money if you're stealing from people or not paying people.
Exactly. Or not paying like the rent on the places that you have.
Right.
And it's sorry to say it, she's just not an it girl. She's just not, she doesn't have an it girl persona. Mm-hmm. And people are saying it, and I think people are getting playfully anti-black and anti-dark-skinned black woman. And I think that is the perspective.
Slip into so quickly.
Yes, people slip into that so fast, but it's not that. It's just on her, and it's not in her. And it's translating to that on the show. She has
the accomplishments of an it girl, but it's not in her spirit.
It's not in her spirit.
So it's not exuding in the way. Even in the clips, I'm going to watch me a clip. If it come on my timeline, I'll watch it because I love watching. Yeah. I love mess. But even in her reads, you can tell, like, people are saying, like, you can tell she's male-centered by the reads that she had. I'm like, that is very true, because it's like, oh, weave and lashes, and oh, you ain't got no... It was all very, like...
Okay, girl. And I want the girls who don't have no hair to stop using the whole weave thing, because you are sitting here, cue ball as fuck, painted up, you have on a full face of makeup, and your hair is dyed platinum, and it's got a swirly in it. You are also...
Right.
Made up. You are also made the fuck up. So don't do that. I think with K. Michelle.
Okay.
You remember K. Michelle on Love and Hip Hop?
Yes.
Love and Hip Hop is a different sport. I was explaining this to somebody another night. It's a different situation. It is who can be the loudest. It is who can have the biggest personality and be the most boisterous and, oh, don't nobody want to fuck with her, da-da-da-da. That's not the game on Real Housewives. The game on Real Housewives is being the wittiest. The game on Real Housewives...
It was easy because it's low readers on Love and Hip Hop.
It's brute.
And not saying everybody on Real Housewives is smart, because they're not.
Because they're not.
But they got a different kind of bitch about them. Love and Hip Hop is very bad. He's very like, you may get a hit or two, but you're not gonna fight for real. So it's like the rowdiness is kind of...
It's less about shade and more about hitting people with flowers and shit like that.
Right.
So I think K. Michelle, because in that show, except for when they were talking about her like domestic violence and stuff, I think that was very poorly handled. I do think that Rashida is reaping what she sowed by how she interacted with that situation. Mm-hmm. And she might go to hell about it. It was terrible. It was awful. Didn't like it.
It was absolutely terrible.
It was absolutely awful. But outside of that, K. Michelle was like really Miss Big Pussy on the show, outside of like Jocelyn maybe. So
definitely outside of Jocelyn, I think it was easy for her to shine on there
because she could actually sing.
But
nobody gives a fuck about that on Real Housewives. They got multiple singers on there, and you can't be Miss Big Pussy when you got bitches like Portia who are famous for being famous, and that is kind of like an accomplishment over there. Shamia is famous for being friends with a famous for being famous bitch and having a rich ass nigga who invented airport HVAC. Like,
what the fuck does that even mean?
Something about the fucking HVAC systems in the airport, as I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, is different. He invented some way to push the motherfucking air through the airports that made him a fucking gazillionaire.
Huh.
Yeah, so she's truly a housewife. Like, it ain't like, no, me and my man make money together and da-da-da. No, they don't. That man is a gazillionaire, and Shamia slaps that fucking 27-piece mullet combo on and does what the fuck she wants to do. Mm-hmm. So you can't, as K. Michelle, and then you married a dentist, which is not, a dentist is a great job. You marry out of...
like SpongeBob
He
Daddy.
looked like SpongeBob Daddy. Is hilarious.
Daddy. Not SpongeBob Daddy.
He do look like that cookie sponge.
He do. Not the grandma, not the mama. That daddy.
But you marry a dentist, which is just not interesting. It's just not interesting. And then what you're saying in your interviews versus what you're saying on the show is different. You acting like your husband can't have no fine dental assistant, but then you saying you a cuck on the interviews and that you like to watch your man fuck other bitches.
I saw that too. And it's like, I told you about that Gen X millennial cusp. The girls like get husbands just to get them. And then it's just like I'm so progressive. He can fuck a bitch in front of me. No, he can't. You're just male-centered. And it's just...
And you sit in the corner with tears in your eyes.
He slapped her ass.
Danessa Merrick's running down your face.
Literally,
because you don't want to see that shit.
Don't actually want to see that.
But the girls, I feel like sometimes they get a nigga and they like, well, he gonna do what he want to do, so let me spin it so it seems like I'm okay with it. And it's like... You're not. You're just not. And then who else was talking about? I love Angela. I think Angela is doing a great job. She is the true...
The one who's being mean to Pinky.
The one who is being mean to Pinky. But... Angela very much reads and gives shade in such a calm way that I be thinking I'm like that until it get time to be in the argument, and then I'm really not. She was just so calm. Like, and she kept giving Pinky chances to back out of that, and Pinky wouldn't take it. And that's when she took it to hell. And I love her quote. I'm going to start saying it. If you going to hell, I'm getting on your back. I love that.
That's funny.
I'm taking that.
See, I would not do well in the RHOA. I don't know why I just said it out loud like that. Real Housewives kind of environment, because I don't argue. I'm not good at arguing. I don't go back and forth enough. I don't have enough practice. So I wouldn't be good in an actual argument. And when bitches do try me, I give them a chance. Because it's like, for me, I'm just going to be mean and we're done. And then when bitches are shady with me, I'm like, okay, she say one more thing, it's on. But then she don't say that one more thing. So now I just didn't get my argument out of that. So I didn't get to get my little read off. So it's like, well, damn, I never get my opportunities to be mean. So I don't know how I would fare in a... I'm quick, but after a while, it's like, are we still playing? I don't want to play no more. I'm bored now. I'm tired.
See, my thing with people, especially like a lot of women who are like shady or can read really well, they kind of get off on like bitching you a little bit. Like, and I feel like when a girl, if we have,
no, she's trying to bitch me now.
Yeah,
I never get that.
I be getting it. The bitches be trying to bitch me. If we're in conversation and the goal is to solve a problem, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can work with that. But if we in the fucking conversation and I get any inkling that you're trying to hold me, oh, it's going to hell. Yeah, and I really don't ever care if we come back from it. I genuinely don't.
Right.
Yeah, no, that shit is not cool.
I did win an argument on Threads the other day, and I was very pleased. And I almost screenshotted like, look what I did. So it was a conversation about elitism at HBCUs, and people were saying that like, oh, someone was making a point like, oh, I just feel like private HBCUs act funny, and they weren't saying the thing out loud. They were basically saying that like the private ones are more elite and the public ones are cool and laid back. And I was like, I know what you're trying to say, and that's not exactly true. Because I'm like, hell, Bethune-Cookman is a private school. It's just them that acts like that. Didn't say no names, of course, but here come a Howard bitch. Oh, well, people say about Howard, blah, blah, blah. I forgot what the argument was. Like, people say about Howard, but they don't really meet enough people. And somebody whose pretensions can be from fucking Idaho, and that's just who they are. You can take them out of them. I was like, okay, well, sure, I go to FAMU, and we're very arrogant about our school, but we're more down to earth, and it's because of the way that we don't behave in that way. And other people, blah, blah, and she said one point what she made was like, oh, how we act like this because X, Y, Z. It's like, okay, so y'all do act like that. So you agree. Y'all are funny acting.
Right.
And then she said, girl, fuck you. And I was like, that's what I thought.
Right, exactly.
Y'all are funny acting, which is fine. And I hate when
but like don't come on here trying to argue with me about it if I'm right. If you know I was right.
You knew I was right when you came to fuck over here. Y'all are funny acting, which is fine because I come from a funny acting school, but we're more down to earth with it. I did like a whole podcast with somebody talking about like the nature of FAMU. We are for sure a cult. But you can party with FAMU people because we're more inviting, we're cool. Like, how bitches don't want to twerk on the table?
No, they don't.
I don't know. Would be a fucking nurse practitioner
and be spinning
pussy popping
like
on a
Beyblade
in the middle of the goddamn floor because that's how we fucking act.
Yeah,
it was. I remember this on Twitter, like from 2012. It was what did they have? It was like Sage the Gymnast, some shit, shaking like a red nose, and Spelman bitch got on stage and twerked. And this is 2012. The girl got on stage and twerked, and the Spelman bitches just never let that shit. If y'all are listening, y'all know what I'm talking about. A Spelman girl got on stage and twerked, and it shook Twitter because, gasp.
Yeah.
Twerking on stage. I'm like, y'all, come on now. And I spent time with my best friend went to Spelman. And some of them are very fun and whatever, but like the usual, it's very.
Yeah.
And it's fair.
It's fair.
Own it. We're ghetto. And fam, I welcome it. It's fun. We're a good time.
I've only ever been to schools where people were outwardly ghetto. So I think Georgia State had a little bit of air of like something on it, but it wasn't like acting funny. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like, oh, it's like a Georgia State archetype of girl. But Alabama State?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was the most ghetto. So ghetto.
And it's like,
you in the hood now, baby. But it was some of the most fun I ever had in my life. So I would never take anything from that experience.
You have your regional ghettos too. Yeah. It's different kinds of ghettos, but I love. That's like, I live for it. It's a Florida ghetto, which I identify with, obviously. There's and then when you get the Florida ghettos, it's different Florida ghettos. You got your Miami ghetto. You got your Central Florida, like Orlando, Tampa ghetto, and Orlando ghetto and Tampa ghetto are also different. You got your Jacksonville ghetto. Dear God.
I made a wrong turn in Jacksonville once.
Jacksonville.
I made a wrong turn. I was on a little beach vacation in Jacksonville.
You don't go to a beach and you go to a Jacksonville beach.
I had fun, but I think that it's one of those places where you need to have all your bars on your phone. You need to very explicitly be looking at the GPS, very aware of your surroundings. What is the name of that neighborhood?
That's I forgot the name of it. It's a neighborhood in Jacksonville, so fucking ghetto. What is the name of it? Fuck, I used to live in Jacksonville. I can't remember. But then you got your Tallahassee ghetto. You got your.
I like Tallahassee. I had me some fun being in Tallahassee. It's fun.
The Tallahassee local, good time. You got your Quincy ghetto.
I don't even know what that is.
Quincy, Florida. It's kind of like, if you're from Quincy, you kind of a local, but not really technically. It's just so many different kind of ghettos you can get. Then you got your Atlanta ghettos, like the Georgia level ghetto. Mm-hmm. You got, like, you think about HBCUs, like the Southern. You got the Baton Rouge ghetto. I'm talking about Georgia. I'm going west, but also Valdosta ghetto, Albany ghetto,
like that Fort fucking Valley. Savannah. What is it? Chatham County area.
Well, what was the name? Was it Orange Crush? Remember Orange Crush?
Yep.
Woo.
Yep.
Woo.
I think that the girls kind of like long for eliteness and then also kind of want the allure of being down to earth, even if they are not down to earth. So I think that's why some of the more Howard-like girls get offended when you bring it up, because it's like, yeah, it's true, but don't say that. Don't say that because I want to see him down to earth. And it's like, you're not.
And
that's why they got so mad about that tweet where they was like, I don't want to party with no Howard bitch. I want to argue about slavery in the bathroom.
Yeah, in the bathroom, argue about slavery. And it's funny because it's like, and it's like when if you have duality, have it. But if you don't. Fuck it. If you bougie, be bougie.
And it's okay not to. It's certain. I think of womanhood. I think it all goes back to the cool girl monologue from
Gone Girl.
From Gone Girl. You can't be all of these things. You can't be. And if you are going to pretend to be some of it, when you're having conversations with other women about it, at least be honest that you're putting on in that way. But you can't be the demure sweet girl, and then you're the smart girl, and then you're the ghetto girl, and then you're the laid back girl, right. Then you the freak bitch, then you the innocent bitch. You can't be all these bitches. That's why for me,
be the bitch you are.
Be the bitch you are. I lean into being absolutely insane, not because it's a fucking gimmick or it's a bit. This is what you're gonna get. Any nigga who date me, I tell them straight up, I'm a lunatic. And this may be a hard time. And I just want you to know. And most of the dudes, they stick around. God gave me big fat ass and big titties and I'm hilarious. So they're like, you know what?
I'll stick it out.
I'll see. And some niggas
that bitch can caramelize an onion.
Show can. And some niggas be like, thank you for the onions in the ass.
No thanks.
I have got to go. And I'll be like, shit.
I must.
Cool. And then some niggas be like, when's the next onion?
I love this.
I love this place. But it's because I don't pretend to be all these different bitches. I cannot. I cannot be all these girls.
Like, I love that I can find my old tweets. And fuck you, Elon, for fucking up Twitter again. You can't even see likes and like.
I hate that box built bitch.
And it's like, why are you just destroying this app like this? But I go through my old tweets and I found a tweet of like my awakening, because when I said on Threads, first off, we're having fun on Threads. It's not bad. Because somebody was like, oh, when a nigga tell you you wife material, like that's an insult. And I said, yeah, he calling you a dumbass bitch. So then I went to my Twitter to go find me saying wife material, because I knew I said some pick me shit about it in 2011, 2012. And I found a tweet from me from 2013, and it was like, "Oh, so if a girl twerks, she's not wifey material." And I was like, "Oh, she's waking up."
Yeah,
that's it right there. That's when she was starting to wake up. And I'm like, okay, now if I do this, I'm a hoe. If I don't do this, I'm still a hoe. If I go twerk at a party in college, I'm a hoe. If I wear a side part, I'm a hoe. Well, it seemed like I'm gonna be a hoe anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, I was trying to be the girl, and it's not gonna fucking.
It's not gonna work, and it doesn't matter, because who you're trying to be all these people for. Like, never let a clown paint you a red nose, bitch. Like, why are you trying to?
How you gonna tell me?
How you gonna fucking tell me? Like, sometimes, like, I think we all, and I said this on Twitter the other day, and the girls acted so obtuse about it. I said, you know, part of being a feminist is acknowledging that you're a burr about certain things. Yes. And actively working to dismantle it. But we all got a little chirpy chirp inside of us. Yeah, so many bitches were like, it's misogynistic to call women birds. Go die about it. Stop fucking correct.
I hate being correct on the internet, especially when people are fucking wrong.
Shut up. And it doesn't, you're actively missing my point to then be like, I'm the feminist bitch. And you shouldn't call women birds. The tweet before, the thing that made me tweet it is because Jiggy J was like, I have never fought over penis, but, you know, in my mind, I can kind of understand how a woman would get there. I do be wanting to know the situation, but, you know, I get it. And so I retweeted it and I said, I've had a couple dicks in my life that I will whoop a hoe until I'm musty about. I swear to God, I will. And that is about one of the most. That's on my list of 5 bird things. That is
we all got our
things. That's number 1 on my top list of. Because stay away from my family.
And in the time that I've known you, you've knocked a lot of things off your bird list. I can actually, because you listened to the first episodes.
We were tweeting it up. I was tweeting it up because I was
tweeting.
I know I was tweeting.
Me and Lauren were like,
I was tweeting. I never.
But that's growth, though. That's growth. But I've seen you change and you try. But some shit, I can't make you not want to feel that way about dick. That's your right as an American. For me,
and I never said that was part of my feminism.
And it's like it's no one mold for everybody to be in. So like, I have an argument.
And to be fair, I'll fight you over bitch too. Maybe it's just that.
Or anything that's yours.
Maybe it's if it's
about disrespect. Because like for me, like if you would ask me X amount of years ago if I would have fought over there, I'm like, girl, no, just. But I've had experiences. And if I wanted to drag a bitch, specifically through the street, would I not be well within my right?
You be well within your right.
Well within your right.
You know me. If it's mine, because I got a couple bitches I keep out too. Now that I'm thinking about it. Now I put my fucking cap on. Yeah, fuck that. I'll fucking kill you about one of these people. I don't know.
And it's certain things
I think
that
I'm
you
just
can just be
possessive.
a bird about. Because it's some things that like it's misogyny. Now what?
And some of the bird shit ain't misogyny. I just like it. Like yeah.
Like for me, I'ma call bitches.
I'ma call
and
bitches
it is misogyny, but bitches be bitches.
I'ma call bitches bitches.
And bitches and hoes and hoes.
I don't.
Hoes could be any group of females.
He said if you around and you the hoes. I'm not saying it like y'all some hoes. You the hoes. He said it could be. He said, did he say Kier? He said Dorinda Clark Cole or some shit. Or the Clark sisters or something. He said it could be her sisters. But no, like for me, I like bird shit. Some bird shit is just fun. Like
some bird shit is
I
fun.
like when a nigga got a gun and we finna fuck and he put it on a dresser. Yes.
I like when he put it in my purse. I like when a nigga roll a blunt.
I like a car with a nice rumbly engine, and that motherfucker get going.
Bitch, no. The other day, I've been with this nigga so long, nothing really like surprised. It's like when it's just like, oh, it's you.
An avocado.
He did some shit so fine the other day, it woke me up.
Girl, what?
He was driving my car because I just didn't feel like, I'll be fake. Oh, I can't drive.
What? That's crazy. I don't know how to operate a vehicle.
Right. And he was parking or some shit. He went like this.
I love when they do that. I
was in the car. I was like, ah!
I love when they do that shit there.
When a nigga drive and do this, because when they do it the flat palm and they get the and looking. Oh my God!
I dated a nigga with a truck so big that he would have to physically lift me in and out of that motherfucker when we would go places.
That's crazy. I'm so little.
What Cardi say?
He's so big and tall.
I'm so small and tiny. He's so big and tall. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
And it's a birthday.
And it's a birthday.
You can take your birthday.
Tweedledee.
Get your bird. What they be having the little bird chippings? What's the food called? The
bird seed.
Bird seed. Take your portion of bird seed
and eat it and shut the fuck up.
And shut the fuck up and then go fight in the revolution, bitch. Some of y'all getting left behind, but you take your little bit of bird and go. So
now, certain bird shit is crazy.
No, you take a little bit.
The girl on the goddamn Twitter said, did you see the screenshot where the guy was like, I just want to let you, and these are children, they talking in all these hieroglyphs and acronyms and shit.
What is it? It's already stressing me out.
So the girl was like, the guy was like, basically, I'm paraphrasing in normal human language. He was like, I just want to let you know I got a girl, I like you or whatever. And she's like, I don't give a fuck about the bitch. Why are you telling me about the bitch?
First of all, I don't believe nothing from the pages like that.
I don't either, but let's say it's real. I don't give a fuck about the bitch. And he's like, okay, just letting you know. She sends the nigga some money. Right, and it's like, yeah, and feed your hoe too. What part of the cuck game is this? What is this?
That's fucking bored teenager trying to go viral. But also, like, feed your hoe. And here's the thing. If I'm like, oh, we getting steak tonight? And I realize that some bitch cashed up you said, feed your hoe. Comedian Mel Mitchell is arrested on a quadruple.
Years ago, I was out with, I didn't know it was somebody's nigga, but years ago I was out with somebody's nigga and she did cover the tab and I was like,
Thanks, girl.
Thanks. Finna go fuck your nigga. I didn't know. I'm gonna complete my night. I was having fun. I didn't know.
That's like the girl on Cheaters when like the Cheaters camera crew come up. She's like,
whoa. I told you about that time that I was at Jack's Pizza and Wings and I was on a date with this guy and this big pregnant bitch came outside and was like, "This what we doing? You hanging out with bitches?" I said, "Bitches?" I said, "Me?" I said, "I didn't know." She was like, "I'm pregnant as fuck." I was like, "She is pregnant as fuck." She was pregnant in head.
Do you know how long she get in that fucking car with that pregnant?
She waddled, and that's when she was walking. Because you remember the patio at Jack's had tables all around the back. So when you came out that door, like if you was sitting in that back, you could see whoever was fucking approaching.
To put a fucking shoe on that day.
To put a shoe,
swole as fuck. She putting on this fucking raggedy ass Old Navy flip flop to go see your motherfucking ass at Jack's with this bitch.
No, seriously, I was the bitch. I get it.
I'd be like, girl. Fuck him too, yeah.
When I literally remember seeing her storm through the patio door, and I was like, Sophia coming, and I didn't know that Sophia was coming to my table. I said, "Oh, so you buying a piece of her, bitches?" I was like,
"Supreme."
A little, but I said okay. I said okay. All right, I'm gonna go. You guys have that.
I only fuck with somebody nigga unknowingly. He built this whole story about how the girl left him on his probate. And all this thing. I was like, oh no, she left you.
How dare she?
Oh no, are you okay? Whole elaborate story. So I was spilling tea with one of my homegirls about it. And she was like, that's such and such boyfriend. I said, they broke up. No, she didn't.
No.
I'm so sorry,
sister.
Niggas lie.
No, but I'm closing my coochie books until like 2028 for real. So if you ain't got now, no, I'm just saying I ain't taking on no new dicks. So I think actually, yeah, after you get married, I think I'm done till 2028. I think I'm cool. Okay. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I'll be like, if you're in line, stay in line. And if you're in line, stay in line. And if you already on the books and you be around. Cool. New client. I think I'm closing my new dick books until like 2028, 2029.
I just gotta make it a few more months without being pregnant, and I would have beat the out of wedlock allegations. No one ever saw this coming for me. I finally did it.
I would be so angry, and I would shut the fuck up about it, obviously, because that's what you do. But if you were to allow that man to impregnate you before this bachelorette trip. And before this wedding where we are supposed to be shaking ass on top of people's headlights, literally, I would be so upset because you know what? We had plans. And I'm going to still do all the things, but I would talk about you.
Do you?
So bad.
I would allow you bitches to have fun without me. If I found out I was pregnant even tomorrow, I'm going to ask that venue to take off the open bar immediately. Give me that $10,000 back.
So I got to be dry draws because of you?
I can't get no liquor, none of you motherfuckers is getting liquor. You think, the fuck? Hey, we don't need an open bar. Put 3 Capri Suns on the goddamn bar, and that's everybody drinking.
And you know how mad you would be to find out that I still figured out how to get drunk.
That's fine.
I would have a flask shoved so far up under my right titty.
It's so fine. You ain't getting on my dime. You gonna stop at that motherfucking liquor store, bitch. Me? Honestly, my period has been so bad this week. And I was like, man, what if I'm pregnant? And I was like, nah. Guess who not taking the test?
My mother says I was swimming in wine for several months before she realized.
God forbid I'm actually pregnant and I'm literally not going to take a test to find out because why would I ruin my bachelorette party?
No, and listen, you know what? Tighten up in there, champ.
Do you think I'm going to miss out the planning we've been doing? Do you think I'm going to let you be? I'll just have some Sprite. Bitch!
At this big age, if I had an inkling, the last time that I did have a pregnancy scare, I don't know. I had already been so drunk like the weeks prior that I was like, if it's something in there, it's gonna be all folded over. It ain't gonna be right. It ain't gonna be. So that was my added my added issue because I'm like, you've been in there.
And that baby don't deserve that.
Swimming in tequila and oysters. Swimming.
Swimming pool full of liquor and you're diving.
But I think if I had a jit, it'd be built for it tough, until I could start getting my proper prenatal care and things like that. I feel like my body would be like, hey, your mom's a little throwed off. Just give her a minute, but it's gonna be lots of alcohol in here, so just dodge.
When you get in here,
when you get in
your
here,
house ain't clean. Hey, my house.
When you get in here,
it just
don't judge me.
Don't judge me. I had a long week. No, but I just have to make it a few more months without getting pregnant, and I'm in the clear. I'm pushing my baby back again because the more I think about it, the more I'm like,
yeah, that's okay.
We need to recuperate financially from this wedding because goddamn, and yeah, and I hung out with some kids on Saturday. Very fun. Mm-hmm. And there was a small boy.
Oh, cute.
He was so effing cute. And you know how babies have to thaw out? He had just woken up. So in the first 30 minutes,
he didn't want to play.
Don't look at me. I'm saying hi. He's like, you know, to re-meet children. I've known this child since he was like 6 months old. Mm-hmm. He does not know me.
Right.
So I'm waiting for him to thaw out. So I'm just like, hey, friend. Because the two bigger girls, they're 6, they're playing. Mm-hmm. He's 2, he's like on mom. And I'm just like, hey.
Want to hang out?
And he's like, no.
Yeah.
So once he did thaw out, he came over and hugged me and sat on my lap. And I'm just sitting here, heart exploding.
There's nothing better than a willing baby hug. And you have to act like it's not the sweetest, cutest, most adorablest, most endorphin-inducing thing that ever happened to you because you don't want to spook the jit. So you got to be cool. Literally. Because if you go, then they're going to be like, whoa. And then they're going to leave.
Stranger danger.
Wow, I heard about this.
He like climbed in my lap and he was being nice to me. And I'm sitting there like, and everyone's looking at me like,
you like babies.
And then I got played.
By the child?
He takes me to the cooler. He's like, juice. He wanted some juice.
I don't consider that being played. You know what? You're going to get whatever juice you want out of here. You're going to get some juice. And I'm going to get it. That's just what
and I thought I was special. And then a few minutes later, Monique's boyfriend's by the cooler and he goes up to him and he's like, deuce. And I'm like, oh!
He's running a scam.
You know how in have you seen Zootopia?
Yes.
Where they was running the scam with the paws and the ice cream and you just see him going back and making more ice cream. Like, you're
scamming people. Yeah.
And it was so sweet.
Yeah.
And I'd do it again. So I'm like, okay, if I have a boy, it will not be the end of the world. But I think I'm just so scared of having a boy because it's like I have so much work to do. And I think I may spook the jit because I'm just like, and don't you rape, don't you kill, don't you do this, don't you do that, don't you listen to the podcast, don't you do this. And
don't you listen to the podcast, it's so true.
And he's going to be like,
okay.
I literally just came up here and asked you for a Tonka truck and a dinosaur.
What gives? Because why you don't want a kitchen set?
Right. So you hate women?
So you hate bitches?
You hate women already? I'm too. Relax. Because like, how do you raise a normal boy?
You don't. I've not met even the best men I know are not like right. And I don't mean that in the man hating way. It's just like sometimes men will say stuff and I just squint and be like, what made you say that? Like, or what made you do that? And it's like, oh, you literally, just like we are socialized to be birds and we have to unlearn it. They are socialized to be like that. And some of them do unlearn. But it's like the stuff that they don't unlearn, like you can have a man that's like, right. And then the thing that he wrong about, you're like, so ass is crazy.
Like you said, the booger wall. He's so great, but he has a booger wall.
He has a booger wall. Yep. What am I supposed to do with that?
What's wrong with a booger wall? What the fuck
What do you mean what's wrong with a booger wall?
Exactly. It's boogers on my goddamn wall.
Exactly. And it's like, I think the interesting thing about men is like, you can be with a man for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and then you'll see them do something. It's like when you start doing that, and then they be like, I've always done this, and then you think about it, it's just you never saw him do that before, or you never interacted with him doing that before. And you're like, oh, you're crazy as hell.
The past year and a half living with a man has been the craziest year and a half of my fucking life, and I'm learning so much about men derogatorily, but also just like it's like re-raising someone. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, because granted, I'm a hellion. I'm supposed to be the unraised person in this home. Oh no,
there's 2 of them.
Oh. I'm also the grown up here that has to do the grown upping. And I even talked to my therapist. It's like having a toddler who bites, and he don't all the way bite yet, but he nibbles,
and you have to stop it.
And you have to stop that nibble before.
But you know they think like that about us. Did you know that? They think like that about us. I've heard men speak about me in that way to myself, where I'm like, I know that ain't who I think it is. I know that ain't who I think it is with criticisms of me.
And I know what my things are. Because like today, went for a walk, didn't feel well, went to sleep. It'd been an hour, hadn't taken the dog out. And he came home at 6 something like, when last time his dog been out?
I don't know.
It was 9:30 in the morning.
it was basically yesterday.
Am I dead wrong? Yes. But I got back from the walk, had a headache, took a shower. I turned that heater on.
I love a space heater in the summertime.
No. Even better. I have a heating pad that I sleep on.
That's not good.
It's on a timer.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm not an idiot.
Well, nobody said it was idiotic. I just said it wasn't good.
Timer.
Okay, period. I used to sleep with my heating pad.
And I get it ice cold in that motherfucking room, and I turn that heater on, and I turn the brown noise on my phone, and I be knocked the fuck out. He came home, and he's like, did you touch my drum set? Did you take the dog out? And I was like,
I know you touched my drum set.
No. Because the thing is, too, I'm having to teach him that he can't be weaponized and competent with me because I can do it, too. I'm a youngest child. I can do this shit all day. And he's the oldest, but he's a boy. So it's so you're also like, you're never not playing the game of birth order as adults.
Oh, you're always playing the game of birth order.
You're always playing the game. And it's so insane because it's like everyone is their birth order as fuck.
As fuck. And I think that my issue being a eldest sister in relation to being in the home with men, it's like, you have to resist because you can't be in the house calling that man a fucking idiot. You just can't. But like in your mind, when you see shit, you like, are you fucking slow? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then instead of saying that, I'm a very like malicious compliance or like natural consequences kind of part. Not natural consequences, actually like a consequence kind of person. So like I've told you before, if I keep asking you to fucking get these clothes on the floor, you want to put them on the floor, I'll put them in the fucking bathtub. I'll put them on your side of the bed. I never gave a fuck. I'll put that shit in your workbook bag because I fucking asked you not to do that. But then that's causing more problems because now I'm spiteful and now I'm mean and now I take shit too far. You don't never know when to chill. Well, okay, move out.
I'm a very, you do it. Very rescue shit. You do it. With just don't worry about it, you do it.
I wish I could get to a place because this one lady was talking on TikTok about how she kept trying to like get her man to do stuff and he would just either like weaponize incompetence or like not do it at all. And she was just like, I have gray rocked this man so much that I'm at a point where like, I don't give a fuck. Like if I say, make sure you turn the stove off and you don't turn the stove off, the bitch could really burn down. I never gave a fuck. Like that's where she is.
Literally.
She's like, if I say, you know, make sure the door is locked and then you keep making sure the door isn't locked. Okay, well, if we get robbed, then that's just what happened. I wish I could have that level of like acceptance of people.
No, that's where I am. Cause it's like, he hasn't done anything to that extreme, but even just like in therapy, I'm like, oh, well, what was it? I can't remember what the example was, but it was just like, he was just like, if somebody gonna not do what they need to do, then let it happen. Or like, oh, well, Dwayne, when he said he was gonna wash the dishes and the dishes not washed, well, the dishes just not washed then. And you gotta like, I can't, if I wash the dishes, that's gonna be the expectation now. That if I just sit and don't, mind you, I'm the one that hasn't washed the dishes. But if that's the expectation now, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I sit here and let it sit long enough, Mel gonna wash them. No. I gotta let the roaches build up in there. Now we got roaches and sea monsters in the goddamn thing.
And that's why I kind of like yeet to the end of the consequence and say, I'm going to put it under your sheets on your side of the bed. Because I can't let the roaches happen, but what I can do in my free time is transport these dishes.
You can use the energy to just wash the fucking dishes, though. It's
not the point. No, because I agree with what you said, that it will be the expectation if I clean them. So I'm going to do something with them, but I ain't going to clean them.
And then sometimes it's honestly like parenting. Like, okay, one time I was asking him to fold his clothes and he was dragging his feet with it. And it's really like having a toddler when you have to model behavior. I realized I had a basket I hadn't folded. So I started folding my clothes, and then he started folding his clothes.
Mm.
So if you model, it's like positive parenting, but like your nigga. And I've had to also practice this with my mom.
Positive nigging.
Positive nigging. And I positive parented my mom as well in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to positive parent your nigga. And not in a parentified way, but as like a conflict resolution way. Can I just dump the shit on his bed? Of course I could.
Mm-hmm.
Can I set the shit on fire in the bathtub like Left Eye? Yeah. Or I could sit my black ass down and start folding the shit that I have.
But if I ain't got no clothes to fold, because I did my shit.
Yes, fair.
Then what?
Fair. But you decide, see how you argue like a boy? For the example at hand, see, you are such a fucking boy.
I'm not.
But for the argument at hand, I'm saying, in that situation, it was so many things I could have done, but I was like, you know what? I was like, watch this. Then he suddenly, I'm like, would you look at that?
Would you look at there?
So, yeah, positive nigging. That's very funny.
Positive nigging. Have you seen, hard shift. So there's this lady, she lives in Florida. She got pulled over.
With the arm,
bro. So she...
First of all, and get the story out so people can know. And then I have something too woke to say.
Okay, so this lady, I think she's in Florida. She gets pulled over by this officer. I saw the content originally because she was just talking about it. She was just talking about how
and it
she
came
got
back
pulled
on
over.
my timeline. I was like, thank
God. And
God.
she was like, I got pulled over for manipulating my phone with my right hand. I don't have a right hand. She puts up her little
it's
baguette.
Like a nub with like 2 fingers on it. It's fucking hilarious.
She got her little French bread. She hold that bitch up.
French
she
bread
said,
is so...
That's what it is. She said...
Calling it French bread.
She said she ain't got
hilarious.
no... Hello. Hi. She said she ain't got no arm, so move on. So come out today, the body cam footage.
That was the first thing I saw this morning. I was screaming.
That shit was so funny to me because on the body cam footage, the officer got the shit on and he's like, man, we were running a program today basically because, you know, people trying to get people off their phones and when you drove past me, you was on your phone and it was in your right hand. And blah, blah, blah.
She's like, oh yeah?
She's like, oh yeah. And then she holds up the French bread like this. And then she hold up her little baguette. And then the nigga, she was like, so are you sure? Like, or you just want to call it? You want to let it go? And he's like, well.
And now he's got to be a pig about it. He's like, no, I'm sorry.
He's like, I really don't want to let it go. But he said, I thought I saw you with your right hand. She's like, but you didn't. she keeps comically holding up this arm fragment like a weapon. She's like, you didn't. And it's so the officer is like,
and why would you say this? Why would you say this?
So the officer is like, so hand to God. She was like, hand to God.
Hand to God.
And this hand, like, he was like, okay. Other hand to God. She was like, hand to God. First of all, if you see this, her name Katie, that to date, to this year, is the funniest bitch I've interacted with. And I don't even know.
Hilarious.
She's hilarious. When I say she was whipping that bitch out, like,
she's like, I'm actually gonna go to court in person just so I can go in court.
Because
like,
he's still and then the thing about it is he didn't have to give her the ticket. Because if I walk up to first of all, I would not have been able to compose myself. If I walk up to somebody's car with the accusation that they were manipulating a phone with their right hand and I come to the car and they don't have no right hand.
And then she pulls it up like
she was missing the hand and then some. So like it was no possible way. It was nothing there. So if I walked up and somebody wielded that at me, I would not be able to compose myself because I would be such a stupid bitch. Like clearly you're just speed trapping. Well, not speed trapping, but clearly you're trying to make a quote or whatever the fuck. So I guess he got offended. And that hand to God shit, removing that was so disrespectful. This lady, and it wasn't a Freudian slip. You know this lady ain't got no hand. You talking about hand to God.
Of all things to say to God.
He would have tasted nub from me that day. And I know as a white lady, she could have got away with it.
So, and that's where I'm the friend that's too woke. Because, I'm going so woke with it.
Let's do it.
The way she was talking to the cop reminded me of Sandra Bland.
Yep. I thought that too.
If she was black, she would have been a nub corpse.
Yep.
He would have just killed her. I don't care how many arms you got. Fuck you, pal. Yep. And I was like, dang, I'm woke for this. But it's like, it reminded me so much of the tone that Sandra Bland.
She totally operated in her privilege and not in a way that's bad. Like that's what people do when they have privileges. But it was very much like
even if I had one arm, it was like, yeah, son, I got one arm.
A cop would have taken that as a
she had a
gun in her nub.
Easily.
Like, so I did think about, because I was like, this, if I was white, this is exactly how I would be acting. I thought the shit was hilarious.
No, but
I know my black ass couldn't wave my nub around like that. I know that.
They would say you had a fucking bazooka in the garden. It's a nub.
It had a gun on it. What's the nigga from Black Panther with the gun arm?
It is not a gun.
Oh, I'm sorry, knife arm, bomb arm.
Actually,
whatever kind of arm it is.
Disrespecting James Buchanan Barnes right now. Bucky just has a vibranium arm.
Every time you get to talking about this nurse, I just
you brought it up.
You brought it up. Let me say gun arm, and we can move
on.
Not a gun.
It's just a metal arm. He lost his arm. He fell off the train in Europe during World War II.
The gun the arm don't have no gun in it.
No, and then Hydra took him and experimented on him before.
Does the arm have powers or not?
It's strong.
So it's a gun.
It's metal. It's not. No.
It's metal and it harms people? Gun.
No, it has to have a bullet. It's no ammunition in the arm. It's just strong. It's like a robot arm, but not without.
The nigga with the vibranium arm.
There you go.
Jesus.
And it wasn't originally vibranium. What was the metal that they used in Hydra? So Hydra was already experimenting on him. They found him coked up in the fucking lab, kidnapped him. He fell because he was experimenting on him. He already had the serum in him. So he survived. They drug him with one arm. They gave him a robot arm. You would love this, actually. They fucking, what's it called? Brainwashed him. So he has like the words. He wake up like a superstar. So he use him as a fucking, it's a fucking assassin. Mm-hmm. Have you seen Captain America Civil War?
I was in the room.
So come to find out, because you know him and Steve Rogers, Captain America, are best friends. Mm-hmm. They hadn't seen each other in years, but then Bucky started like killing people, and he was like, "Bro, Bucky, nigga, is that you?" Mm-hmm. Come to find out, Bucky was sent to kill Iron Man's parents in 1991.
Okay.
And Cap knew and didn't say shit to Iron Man about it. So Iron Man's like, "Bitch, did you kill my fucking mama?" And started to go beat Bucky ass. And Steve Rogers jumps in and beats Iron Man's ass. He killed my mama. I don't give a fuck what kind of brainwashing this nigga was on. You killed my mama, bruh. Daddy and mama. They survived the crash, hit a tree. They like, "Oh, please help us."
I do remember this.
And choke the mama out.
Mm-hmm.
You killed my mama with your middle arm, bitch. And I can't kill you. So for me, wouldn't have been no Endgame. Because the world ended, half the world got snapped. That's fine, because that nigga killed my mama and y'all beat my ass about it. Y'all ain't getting no time machine, ain't no Pym particles. We ain't going in the goddamn time heist. Fuck you, fuck the Hulk, fuck I'm Iron Man, actually. Fuck Ant-Man, fuck Captain America, fuck Bucky, fuck the Natasha, the redhead bitch,
mm-hmm.
fuck the black nigga bird, fuck him, fuck everybody. Fuck if my mama died in 1991 and y'all didn't say shit till 25 years later, you knew, bitch. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm finna beat ass till I feel better. Yeah. Well, I think how long have we been talking?
About 45 minutes.
You said 53?
We're doing great.
I think we're doing great. We really just kind of yapped. I mean, it was fun.
It was
a good yap session. What's today? Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Today, Wednesday.
It's on the clock.
It is on the clock.
Okay, well, we can.
Y'all are all hearts and minds clear.
All right.
Bye.